Guys, I need to let you know that this is a review of a comic book. It's no way endorsed by the creators. If I don't tell you this, the entire multiverse will suffer major ramifications. Dogs will walk down the streets in stilettos. Everyone will watch The Watchmen. Batman will turn into the Frankenstein monster. Such travesties must be prevented. Thank you for your time.
Hey guys, StarCraft here, and well, time to also. I know I already did the Marvel Zombies video today, but I'm also doing another one because gotta wrap it up. I've been talking about this for a while. Jughead the Hunger versus Vampironica. Let's see how this ends up, shall we? As everything's been feeling a bit slow, and now then rush and off to the races. Are they able to wrap up everything and set things up for the upcoming new volume of Jughead the Hunger and Vampironica? Let's find out. As we open up with all in the different areas of the multiverse, we just see some of them like the Dark Circle superhero versions of them, Frankenmoose and the Vixens, that's a new one, Josie and the Pussycats in outer space, and little Archie. That's adorable. But yeah, then we see Sabrina dealing with zombies, and she has a counterspell that basically turns them on each other. Wow. Makes you wonder how Afterlife with Archie would have gone if she was still around and wasn't captured by Cthulhu and all that. Well, in Riverdale High in the Jughead's universe, the zombies are coming in for the attack. And then we see they're in the girls' bathroom as they're all hiding there, basically saying how the Book of Lucifer is being held by the head vampire, who apparently is not Dracula, I'll make that clear. And Archie is starting to show a little bit of a different side to him, it seems, as he sees the writing on the wall, "For a good time, call Archie, 555-0811. And he basically asks, what I want to know is which one of you two little minxes wrote this up. It's okay, I won't tell. As it turns out, Betty's cousin said, I did. Meow. Turns out he did it more so he can remember the spot. Why? Well, first he throws a little bomb, dynamite in, blows it up, and after Betty chastises him, we then find out that that's where the ancient vampire is at. So it's behind the toilet of the girls' bathroom. That's pretty Archie-like. They make their way there, and opening up, revealing, sure enough, the staked and decapitated body of that vampire. The worst of them, the one that led them there. And there's the book as well. But as they take it, they then look at the side and find out the name of the vampire, Sir Franklin Lodge, and Francis Lodge. Yeah, no wonder in her universe why Veronica is still a vampire. It's destined that far back. I like that. I really do, because it basically says that it's been in the blood for so long. I mean, why in this universe she's not only very different, why she's probably still very cruel in the werewolf version. Which I might should point out, we never get to see those two confront. Pity. But yeah, with the vampire, the ones from the earlier issues are coming after them, and Veronica, with the silver sword, slashes his head off. And then everyone else starts to join in the fight. We see one of the other vampires grabs Jughead and starts taunting him. You're the big bad werewolf kid I keep hearing about, huh? So where is he? Let's get a real fight up. And Jughead and transform punches right through the guy. There he is. Kinda asked for this, to be honest, as he's ripped apart. Everyone keeps on fighting as Veronica is talking to Sabrina's reflection in the sword. Then all of a sudden, Sabrina takes over Veronica, starting to read in all the different language and the different demonic language as she's doing this incantation. Doesn't take long as then, well, everything's starting to get put back to normal. As it appears all the vampires are disappearing, except for Veronica as far as she can tell. Like, except for me, although I'm glad to at least not, and to at least be myself and not which remote control it anymore. Speaking of which, what's going on? As Veronica, Sabrina says, I don't know what's happening, and she can't stop whatever it is. So Veronica grabs Jughead and goes, then hey, since I may never get another chance to do this, what the hell, as she smooches him. Then Betty shows up. Oh no you don't. Pushes him aside. Jug, I know this doesn't make much sense that I've been trying to murder you practically all our lives, but Betty, nothing in our crazy lives has ever made much sense. So why should this, as they kiss then? Archie's not, Archie notices very well. Man, the world's about to end and damn Jughead's getting all the action. You've gotta be kidding me. Veronica, since you're not going to get another chance to kiss me either, maybe, and she's gone. And nobody kisses Archie. I hate my life. Yeah. Is this... Ugh. Oh boy, poor Jughead and the Hunger Archie. And, well, it looks like it's very sincere between Jughead and Betty. This is kind of out of nowhere, but who knows. But we can get two epilogues. One is all of the different appearances, including Veronica, when Jinx walks into her mother's room. Starts saying, like, I want to talk about father. Her mother tried to talk, bring up, like, oh, he's not around much lately, but Jinx then holds up the book saying, I want to talk about my father, my real father. I want to talk about Satan. Meanwhile, in the Jughead's universe, we see a bunch of guys walking into Pop's diner as Pop seems to be alive again. Wearing a bunch of shades and still having the mustache. Basically saying how vampires, werewolves, antichrist, none of it is a match for his double-decker burgers. He's trying to adjust to stuff, saying how, he had amnesia, the clunk on the head that did it messed up his eyes, hence the shades. We find out that Archie, Jughead, and Betty are still missing. And, well, as you can probably guess, the Pops here is the vampire one, still alive as he's now living in Jughead the Hunger's universe. Yeah. And that's the end. So, for this whole, for the rest of this whole mini-series, how was it? It's mostly a Jughead the Hunger story, but it does some interesting stuff. It also sets up new stuff for the Vampironica series. And while the fight between them was very short, it was fine. Archie just keeps getting the shaft, and I think Frank Tierney probably realized that as well, or this was always the intent, but he's always been the third wheel throughout all of this, and now more than ever, especially with Betty and Jughead kissing, yeah, I wonder where this is going to go for him. But overall, wasn't that bad for what it was, just the pacing is a bit all over the place though. But in the end, it did tell a good, solid story. And that was the whole point of it. The whole point of it was story and characters. Not so much the action, which was good, but that wasn't the main focal point. So yeah, I can't wait for the next stuff of Vampironica and Jughead the Hunger coming up. Excited to see where everything goes. It's very good, and I think Vampironica is in good hands at least. So, that's all I gotta say. Tune in next time for Marvel Zombies and eventually Cyberfrog whenever I get my copy in. But until then, I'll catch you guys later. See you.